In nearly all cultures, myths and legends can serve as cautionary tales, keeping one foot in practical reality and the other in the realm of the supernatural. And it's no surprise that the most effective cautionary tales are also the scariest. The ancient lore of the indigenous people of North America are as varied and far-reaching as the continent itself. And unless you are well versed in native lore, you might not realize how many of those tales are populated by horrifying spirits, ghosts, witches, demons, and monsters. And since I am in the horror business, I am going to share the most nightmarish ones with you. Many of the frightening creatures that are following span multiple tribes, and in some cases hundreds of generations. So if you investigate their origin further, you will see they have many different names and traits, depending on where their tales are told. In other words, there are evil forces lurking everywhere, so you'd better do your homework. Number 10. Camazotz, the Deathbat. This ferocious creature originates with the ancient Mayans, who depicted him as a powerful god monster from the hellish domain of Xibalba, where he presides over swarms of bloodthirsty vampire bats. Though powerful enough to destroy entire civilizations, Camazotz made a treaty with human beings to bring them fire, but in exchange he demanded human sacrifices. Number 9. Janu the Ice Giant. Though some tales describe the Janu as a Bigfoot-like creature, the original legend from the Wabanaki people tells that he was once a human, but at some point committed a horrible crime, for which the gods cursed him and turned his heart to ice. His frozen spirit was then trapped within the body of a lumbering, troll-like monster, who devours any human he can get his hands on. Number 8. Canoncistontis, the Flying Heads. Irokese myths include some nightmarish tales, but the Flying Heads are the creepiest by a long shot. There are many stories about these evil creatures, most of which portray them as a kind of vampire, and they vary in size from tiny to humongous. The most familiar story involves one of the beasts attacking a woman who was roasting chestnuts. The creature accidentally ingested a hot coal from the fire, which burned it to ashes. Number 7. Mishipeshu, the Water Panther. The story of the Water Panther spans multiple tribes, including Cree, Algonquin, and Shawnee. It's usually described as a giant dragon-like feline, and the most common element is the monster's aquatic habitat. It lurks in lakes and rivers, waiting for humans to come close to the water, then pulls them under and drowns them. It's even said that it has a snake-like tail that aids it in snaring its prey. Number 6. Ye Naaltloshi, the Skinwalker. Known mainly to Navajo folklore, the Skinwalker is essentially the North American equivalent of the werewolf. In most tales, the creature is a magical or cursed human being, usually a shaman who takes part in a heretical ceremony designed to summon evil forces, so that he may take on the characteristics of an animal. That animal can take many forms, including wolves, bears, and birds. If the shaman stays too long in animal form, he can lose his humanity completely, which makes him even more dangerous. Number 5. Skudakumuj, the Ghost Witch. One of the scariest figures in Mi'kmaq mythology, the Ghost Witch is often said to be born from the dead body of a shaman who practiced black magic. The demonic entity then emerges each night with murder on its mind. They can be killed with fire, but beware if approaching one. Simply making eye contact or hearing the witch's voice can bring a diabolical curse down on the unwary. Number 4. Tataklea, the Owl Woman. From the Yakama tribe come tales of 5 supernatural women who resemble giant owls, dwelling in caves by day and flying out at night to prey on all manners of creatures, including humans. In fact, they are said to prefer the taste of children. Legend has it that they can hunt humans by mimicking their language. The owl itself is a symbol of death in many native cultures, so owl women are essentially a walking embodiment of death itself. Number 3. Taian, the Little Cannibals. Among the most dreaded figures in Arapaho legends, these savage humanoids may be child-sized, but they are incredibly strong, and often attack in large numbers. According to some myths, the Taian were fearsome warriors in a previous life, resurrected as dwarves after dying in battle. Most of those tales say they are finally wiped out by an alliance of several tribes. Number 2. Uktena, the Horned Serpent. Cherokee legends prominently feature this dragon-like behemoth, which is believed to have originated as a human, taking the serpentine shape to seek vengeance on those who wronged them. Much like the dragons of European myth, there are stories of men proving their bravery by confronting one of the powerful beasts, who are also lightning fast and can devour a person in one bite. Number 1. Wendigo, the evil that devours. Arguably the most powerful and deadly creature in North American folklore, the Wendigo appears in many tribal legends, but the best-known descriptions comes from communities surrounding the Great Lakes region. Many of the legends are cautionary tales enforcing taboos against cannibalism by claiming that any human who eats another's flesh will be transformed into a creature of pure evil. A form of Manitou cursed with insatiable appetite. Not even loved ones are safe from their eternal hunger.